the bullshit he was saying. Now, when Veritas caught him on camera, hidden camera, talking to one of the employees about what their real agenda is, their whole mind frame, their whole motive and agenda is different from the bullshit they feed us when they're trying to pretend nothing's going on and everything's okay, but these are just policies. If we don't see this, guys, the circle of criminality working together to do away with us, to destroy us, if we don't submit to what they want, these mindless whore slaves. Whore could mean anything. Maybe they might want to prostitute you out. Maybe they might want you to sell drugs. Maybe they might want you to do trafficking. Maybe they may want you to whatever. They may want you to start stalking people. Maybe they want you to trash people on the MSM, mainstream media, that they don't like. Whatever the criminality is that they want to be leashed out, you have to start doing it. You have to play along. So, I don't know what else to say. And I'm not going to try to make this video perfect. It's very integrated. It's very difficult. And unless you've lived it, it's hard to understand it. But because people are starting to get attacked and stalked in the street and people are being harassed on the media, you're getting a small taste. You're only getting a small taste. They haven't even started what they're going to be doing yet. So we got to find a way to build our own community, have our own social media platform. We have to get them out of our government. At one way or another, vote them out, however that takes place. We have to resurrect our country. Because the more time we give them, the more laws, and I've said this a long time ago, they're reforming on the back end, and then they unleash some other bullshit on us. And we're still running around with the prior bullshit they gave us. We're still running around trying to get those documents and see judges on those topics. But guess what? No avail. No avail. No avail. Nothing's working. They're closing in on us, guys. They're closing in on us. We have to see it for what it is, and we have to have our own. We can't depend on these devils. We can't ever think, oh, we can just talk to them, it's going to work out. If you keep thinking like that, you're drinking your own Kool-Aid, plus you're drinking their Kool-Aid, and you're going to be a casualty. And you're going to drag everyone else with you because you're not listening to the facts, you're not listening to reality, and everyone else is going to be a casualty too. So we need our leaders, our conservative leaders, our people of power to see this for what it is, guys. Or it's just going to get worse. Things are going to get worse, and as they get worse, it's going to be more difficult for us to free ourselves from. They're going to zero in on people, individuals, and ruin their lives. Destroy them. Maybe assault them, kidnap them, kill them. They want to reprogram people. That's one of the ways they're going to do it. They're going to try to make America like California. That's one of the ways they're going to do it. When they take people away, they may use certain medical technology on you so that you're docile. Drug people. Put you in camps. It's going to get so bad. Right now, people are already stripped of their civil rights. And when you try to stick up for yourself, that's when they come after you and charge you, and you're charged. Now, anybody on their paid domestic terrorists can do anything they want. They're not going to get charged. They say, oh yeah, they were arrested. But guess what? They're not charged. They're released because all the judges and the prosecutors are in on it. So if we don't see it for what it is, we're going down. I don't know how else to say it. And I'm not coming, I don't want to come off as a know-it-all, because I'm not. I don't want to come off as if I know everything, because I don't. But I know what I'm saying. I live it. And this is why I fell apart when I heard President saying goodbye, when I heard the First Lady saying goodbye. Because when you find something that's real and true and good, you hang on to it. Something that gives you hope. That makes you feel alive, that, you know, you have to live the way I live. You don't get to have a regular life. You know, if you do talk to people, they'll infect those people that you know with lies to slander you, and they'll get those people to turn on you. Quick example, I was living in Malibu. They were stalking me at the time really bad. I lived right across the street from the beach, and I was hanging out. I forgot, some guy, and we were going to go get seafood. And I was getting stalked really bad, but he didn't notice, because I'm in Malibu. We're in Malibu. I was on PCH. We're parked. We were going to get off the car, walk across the street, get seafood. And I pointed something out to him, how there were certain cars following us. And when he noticed it, that I wasn't just saying it to say it, he bailed. He bailed. Got scared. Got very scared. But there's a lot of things that have happened to me. I want to try to give you guys kind of like a core of outlook on how things are going to fall into place. Like I said, I think they used me as a guinea pig. They wanted me in prison right now. They've told me, unless I join that cult, that Scientology cult, unless I join, accidents are just going to keep on happening. I used to try to go into restaurants. They would follow me. I would take photos of them doing this to me. They try to get me kicked out of the restaurant. You know, they cause problems for people. They turn it around on you. And you have to remember, there's businesses in my neighborhood that have admitted that they do this to people, and the cops tell them, shh, quiet, quiet. I don't know if they pay them to allow them to, these stalkers, gang stalkers, to loiter at their businesses, but the business across the street, you know, they've told me what's going on. And remember, the cops didn't want them to give me the video of my assault. So, you see what I'm saying? And remember, when I saw Donald Trump trying to get justice, and has resources, he's the president, and he can't even get justice, it's just like the way my life's been. You don't get justice. You get ignored. Things get disregarded. Nothing happens. You never hear back from them. They make excuses, or they ridicule you, or they deny. So we have to see this for what it is, guys. All right? I hope I said everything I needed to say. I hope I was clear. And remember, this is hard for me to talk about because I've lived it. I've been through a lot of hell. My life is ruined. The job in Burbank where they fired me, I got to work late. The stalkers had already been to my job asking them what hours we come and go, and they contacted my job. Well, the manager at that location, this was months ago, I called one of those jobs And it turned out this new place I called, he worked at. He said I could go work there. But at the time I didn't have a car, and there's no bus route going out there. It would take hours to get there and not even have a bus that stops nearby. So it's, you know, it's not like I can't work or function. It's a problem trying to leave the house and dealing with this, because you don't know what's going to happen to you one moment from the next. And they used to hardcore stalk me in grocery stores and try to get the grocery people that work there to turn on me. They would try to say something that's going to smear your character. Even though you're nice, you just in their shop, they try to say the most outrageous things about a person's character to smear them, so that they can go in there and be allowed to stalk you, to harass you. So this is very dangerous. There's nothing off limits they won't do. All right, guys, I'm going to post this. And I'm sorry it's not perfect, or, you know, you can see my place. It's not perfect. I live in a 200 square foot apartment. I'm probably going to be homeless soon. And so it's, you know, it's not like these other YouTubers that have it really nice. But I want to get out the message. I want to get out the message because we're in trouble. And the reason we have these rhinos is because they don't got balls to stand up for the truth. And so they play both sides, like Matt Gaetz. He's a rhino, he's a fraud, and he can't be trusted. He's beyond compromised. I have no respect for traitors like that, because when we have our lawyers and our representatives and our senators, or I'm sorry, our senators fighting for our country in courts, Giuliani, Linwood, Powell, we have all these people working their ass off, and we have our president working his ass off, and you got this menace promoting AOC, who's incited violence, who is creating these non-constitutional policies to destroy our country, and he's promoting, justifying, and excusing that bitch. Oh, guess what? He shouldn't even be on Hannity or on Maria's show. He shouldn't even be on those shows no more. But I understand they get to have on the show who they want. But you know, when someone gives mixed messages to the masses, he has no conscience, and he's a whore. He said he's going to be a star. He's going to do any and everything it takes to be a star. When you got someone say something like that, they're perfect bait for the left. And he's open for it, because he's going to be a star, just like Brad Pitt. And guess who else is going to be a star? According to Matt Gaetz, AOC is going to be a big star. So they're going to be the next Brangelina. Yeah, so, you know, Matt Gaetz, he's working the system. But Matt Gaetz, I'm going to give you a little secret, because I know you're desperate to be a star, and you're going to trash anybody along the way. So why don't you just call up Tom Cruise and let him know you'll bend over for him and do whatever else he wants you to do. And maybe Tom Cruise might hook you up. Or maybe not. Alright, guys. I'll see you on the next video. And again, I hope you were able to understand what I'm trying to say, because this is what's going to be happening next. We need to be prepared. We need to have our own community. We need to have our own social media platform. We need to start pushing off what's been thrusted upon us immediately. Oh, we're going down in the worst way. And they got 11 million illegals coming in the country to do it. I'm also concerned about the wall. I feel at some point they're going to be trying to vandalize or destroy the wall. They're going to use these immigrants to do it. And there's $1.4 billion allocated for the wall that Congress passed. Biden is not going to use that money for the wall. He's going to use it for whatever it is he wants to use it for. And I have a feeling it's not going to be good. And I have a feeling if we don't take a hold and see things for what they are now, guys, everything that became MAGA is going to be torn down. And they're going to celebrate it. And they're going to be attacking us at the same time. We can't allow them to hog tie us and continue to destroy us. We need our leaders to stand up and start figuring out how we're going to undo this and how we're going to have our own safe haven of a social media platform and other communities where we don't have to depend on these leftist devils that want to destroy us. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was long, but it's kind of complicated and very integrated, and it's not just something I can just talk about in a few sentences. So I just want to I'm getting a cramp. Oh, getting a cramp. Oh, I'm getting a cramp. So I'll talk to you guys later. Be good to each other. Bye, everyone. Bye, President Trump. Bye, First Lady. America loves you guys. Don't be strangers. Bye, everyone.